motivating you. Imagine this. You open a book, read a chapter, close it, and poof! Everything you just learned evaporates faster than your motivation on Monday morning. We've all been there. You try to remember a key idea, but your brain is like, who? Me? No memory found. But what if you could actually remember everything you read? Without studying twice, without highlighters that look like you're decorating a rainbow, and without those complicated memory techniques that feel like homework on top of homework. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. Let's start with a tiny confession. Most people don't have a bad memory. They have bad reading habits. It's not your brain that's failing, it's the strategy. Your brain is basically this super expensive, high-end computer. But if you feed it the wrong file formats, it just says, yeah, no, not opening that. So, let's fix that. Tip 1. Read with a purpose, not like you're browsing a menu you're not hungry for. Have you ever grabbed a book, read 10 pages, and then suddenly realized you have no idea what you just read? That's because you didn't tell your brain why it should care. Before you start reading, ask a simple question. What do I want from this? That's it. One question that instantly turns on your brain's GPS. If you tell your brain, hey, we're reading this to learn how to invest, or I'm reading this to figure out why I procrastinate, your brain goes, oh, got it. I'll keep those files handy. It's like when you go to the grocery store without a list. You walk out with snacks, juice, things you definitely didn't need, and nothing for dinner. But with a list, you're laser focused. Same with reading. Tip 2. The 10-second preview trick. Here's the part almost nobody does. Preview the chapter. Not read. Preview. Just skim for 10 seconds. Titles, subheadings, bold or highlighted words, diagrams if there are any. This gives your brain a map before the journey. It's like watching a trailer before the movie. Your brain now knows the key characters and themes, so the actual reading becomes 10x stickier. Think of it like this. When you move to a new neighborhood, the first few days are confusing. But once you know where the bakery is, where the creepy abandoned house is, and where the supermarket hides the good snacks, everything feels familiar. Previewing creates that familiarity.
Tip 3. Teach it, even if it's just to your dog. Okay, don't actually confuse your dog with your thoughts on productivity or world history, unless your dog looks like he could use some self-improvement. But here's the trick. Imagine you have to explain what you just read to someone else. Not like a formal presentation, but like you're telling a friend. Bro, you won't believe what this book said. This one step forces your brain to simplify, organize, and store the ideas. Why? Because explaining something is the ultimate test of understanding. If you can't explain it simply, your brain never really stored it. It just borrowed the knowledge temporarily, like when you act like an expert in a conversation and then instantly forget everything afterward. When you read a chapter, pause and summarize it in 2 to 3 casual sentences in your own words. That's it. No essay, no pressure. Just talk to yourself like you're gossiping about the book. You'll be shocked how well you'll remember later. Tip 4. The sticky note method, but not the annoying version. Most people highlight like they're coloring a children's book. Everything is bright and beautiful and totally unreadable. By the end, you've highlighted half the book, which basically means nothing is important. Let me give you a simpler approach. Every time you finish a chapter, write down one idea, just one. The one that made you go, oh, okay, that's interesting. Put it on a sticky note, or in your phone, or in a notes app, whatever you use. This does 2 amazing things. It forces your brain to choose what's important. And it builds a collection of powerful ideas without overwhelm. Imagine finishing a book and having a tiny list of 10 to 15 golden insights. You'd remember that way more than the whole highlight fest. Tip 5. Visualize, even if you think you're bad at it. Your brain loves pictures. It's obsessed with them. Tell your brain a story, and it yawns. Show your brain a picture, and it's like, ah, yes, I shall remember this forever. When you read something, create a simple mental image. For example, reading about discipline. Imagine yourself waking up early, doing push-ups, looking like the background character in a fitness montage. Reading about creativity. Imagine you with a paintbrush accidentally painting the floor instead of the canvas. It doesn't matter if the images are silly. In fact, the sillier, the better. Your memory loves weird things. Normal is forgettable. Weird is unforgettable. Tip 6. Connect new knowledge to something you already know. Your brain is like Velcro. Information sticks best when it attaches to something familiar. So if you read a book about habits and it says, small changes compound over time, connect it to something real, like how your tiny, I'll just have one cookie habit turned into, oops, I ate the whole tray. Or how saving just a little money every month magically becomes, wow, where did all this extra cash come from? The moment you connect a new concept to real life, it goes from random idea in a book to, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Tip 7. Stop reading fast. You're not in a race. People rush through books like they're trying to win a reading marathon nobody invited them to. But here's the secret. Slow reading equals deeper memory retention. Reading slower actually saves you time because you won't need to read it again. Pausing to think, reflect, or laugh at a story helps your brain lock it in. And honestly, reading fast is pointless if you don't remember anything afterward. It's like bragging, I ate dinner in 2 minutes. Cool, but did you enjoy it? Did you even chew? Tip 8. Use the where would I use this question. This is the memory cheat code. Whenever you read something, ask, where would I use this in real life? Your brain immediately scans your experiences and creates connections. For example, if you read a book about communication, imagine how you'll use those tips with your family, your coworkers, that one friend who texts like they're allergic to punctuation. Suddenly, the idea becomes practical, not theoretical, and your brain loves things it can use.
Tip 9. Repeat, but not the boring way. Notice I said, without studying twice. I didn't say, never look at it again. The real trick is smart repetition. Instead of rereading pages, simply revisit your summaries, sticky notes, or key ideas. 1 minute per day. That's all. Think of it like reheating leftovers. You don't cook the whole meal again. You just warm up what's already made. Your notes make memory effortless. Tip 10. Enjoy the process. This sounds cheesy, but if you're bored, you're not learning. You remember things better when you're interested, curious, and actually having fun with the material. So don't force yourself to read books you secretly hate. Read things that make you think, laugh, argue with yourself, or immediately want to tell someone else. Reading shouldn't feel like you're being punished for something you didn't do. So let's put all this together in one simple idea. Don't just read the book. Interact with it. Talk to it. Question it. Challenge it. Imagine it. Connect it. Summarize it. Use it. When you do that, the ideas stick. They become part of your thinking, not something you have to memorize. And the best part? You'll never have to study the same thing twice again. If this helped you, imagine what you'll remember the next time you pick up a book. You're not just reading anymore. You're upgrading your brain. Now go try this out and watch how everything you read starts to stay with you. And hey, if your dog starts understanding self-help concepts because you taught him the summaries, that's just a bonus.